Want to be able to get more premium clients on demand without constantly having to shift your message or your offers in order to do that? Well, just a few years ago, I learned the shift into selling methodology and not offers. Now, there was a time where I actually had something like 4 different offers going on, which required me to have really organized content and sales cycles and knowing what had to go where, and it felt a little overwhelming. Now, if you're someone who has different styles of offers that serve clients at different price points, you may have felt this as well. Now, the problem becomes it was super confusing for me to stay on top of my content and my offers and what to speak about when. So it meant that it was super confusing for my audience, and a confused audience doesn't buy. So let me explain to you why selling methodology is the answer to getting more premium clients all the time without trying to confuse your audience and boxing yourself into one specific offer. Now, I had a client who recently came to me. She's doing really well in her business, but she sells 3 different offers at 3 different price points that technically speak to 3 different levels of clients. That meant that she had to constantly shift her message and rotate it in order to speak to the right client at the right time. And it inadvertently meant that if she was in a certain promo cycle, let's say selling a low ticket offer at under $1,000, and a client came to her ready to work with her in a more high ticket offer like $5,000, she was actually inadvertently repelling them because your message has to shift for the audience that you're speaking to. So you're not going to create the same marketing message for a $1,000 offer that you are to a $5,000 offer, because technically speaking, you're speaking 2 different languages to 2 different clients. Now that means that we're leaving thousands and thousands of dollars on the table, and we're creating a super hard and difficult process. And if you've noticed, clients who end or people who end up scaling their business to 7 and 8 figures end up doing so with less products and offers in order to get there. Reason? Because they want to create a clear message and something that they can create authority around without trying to do all the different things. But there's actually a way to bypass this and still be able to support your clients in multiple different offers without having to confuse your audience and have different platforms and a bunch of different stuff. And that's selling to the methodology. So let me explain this. Now, instead of us speaking to the offer, the solution being the offer, we shift that to the solution being the methodology. This works really well, number one, because you build really instant authority, because people don't feel like they have to compare your offer to all the other offers out there. One methodology is very clear and it makes it very innovative, where there's not everyone talking about the same type of methodology as there is maybe someone who's selling a similar offer to you. But it also allows us to do where our message from the starting point speaks to the methodology, all encompassing multiple offers, which means over time, if your offers shift or if you have multiple offers speaking to different levels of your audience, you're not confined to only serving them during a specific sales promo or sales cycle. So if someone comes to you, you're selling the methodology, and then you're able to use one client acquisition system to convert them. So instead of having maybe a freebie funnel that then converts to a low ticket offer, and then having live launches that work for your higher ticket offer, which again requires you to do more stuff in order to create more results. Now, instead, you can use one evergreen client acquisition system. In my case, my clients use this Netflix style one, and they're able to bring clients in, sell them into the methodology, and then once they've done that, direct them to where they want to go. Meaning there's not multiple things they have to send people through. They're going through one message, one method, one system, and then directing them to the offer that fits them best. Now, we take this one step further by actually having one offer framework. What does this mean? The way you support your clients one-on-one, for example, and you give them incredible levels of service and get incredible results, there's no need to create multiple different offers to speak to different things. Instead, what you can do is actually take that same framework that you use one-on-one with clients and duplicate or replicate that into one-to-many opportunities, things such as courses, memberships, group programs, but they're still solving for the same problem. The only difference being the level of attention they get from you. Again, less confusion, less you trying to reinvent the wheel and teach new things every 5 minutes. You are able to, again, use one message, one methodology, one client acquisition system, directing them to one client framework. All you get to do is at the end, tell them which offer works best for them. So if you're in sales cycles, you get to choose that direction while still using an evergreen traffic formula that converts them for you and directing them accordingly to what your open close cart is. Or if you have evergreen offers at the end, you can direct them based on that. Great way to explain this is myself, I work with clients in two different ways, one-on-one and in a group program. When I run my Netflix style methodology, it's evergreen, means people go through this at any given time. I'm not waiting for sales and promo cycles. At the end, when it spits people out, they've bought into the methodology, and I get to direct that traffic to the offer that I think fits them best. This allows me to be really concise, very clear, and simplify my scalability in my business, and my clients do the same. That same client I mentioned to you that came to me was able to do exactly that and create one message, one methodology, one client acquisition system, and one results framework. The results, she actually cut her time working in her business by half, going from working 30 hours in her business to only 15 hours, and actually doubled her revenue in doing that because, again, she was able to target multiple levels of clients at any given time. So if you want to learn what it looks like to actually sell methodology instead of actually selling into offers, I'd love to invite you to book a pathway call. So click the link inside the email where you got this video to learn more about how we sell methodology and not offers, and why that's the answer to actually being able to build a highly scalable business without doing more.